Amid growing uncertainty, Iran and the US have agreed to hold talks in Muscat on Friday. The US wants ballistic missiles to be on the discussion table, the very idea that Iran detests. In fact, the US Secretary of State made it clear that the talks will be meaningful only if Tehran agrees to talk about aspects like the range of Iran's ballistic missiles and its sponsorship of terror outfits, as the other side calls them.
I think in order for talks to actually lead to something meaningful, they will have to include certain things. And that includes the range of their ballistic missiles. That includes their sponsorship of terrorist organizations across the region. That includes the nuclear program, and that includes the treatment of their own people.
Fears of an escalation remain high as the U.S. has been expanding its presence in West Asia with warships and fighter jets. U.S. President Donald Trump continuing to pile up pressure on Iran, refusing to rule out military action. In fact, Trump wants that Iran's supreme leader should be worried. Listen in to what he said.
Should the supreme leader in Iran be worried right now?
I would say he should be very worried, yeah. He should be. As you know, they're negotiating with her.
Now, as per reports, mediators from Qatar, Turkey and Egypt in the latest have presented Iran with a framework for talks. And according to this proposal, Iran would commit to zero enrichment of uranium for 3 years. After that period, it will agree to limit uranium enrichment to below 1.5%. Additionally, the mediators reportedly proposed that its current stock of enriched uranium would be transferred to a third country. The framework also entailing Iran agreeing not to transfer weapons and technologies to its regional non-state allies. However, Iran has refused to cave in to any such demands until now. Tehran chose a peculiar way, in fact, of reminding the US earlier to think twice before making any aggressive maneuvers. IRGC's aerospace commander reportedly unveiled a new underground missile base. On this occasion, he also highlighted that Iran had strengthened its deterrence power, according to him, by upgrading its ballistic missiles. Ballistic missiles are rocket-propelled weapons that deliver warheads containing conventional explosives or even biological, chemical, or nuclear munitions over varying distances. Now, it's worth noting here that Iran already has 5 underground missile cities in various provinces, including Kermanshah and Semnan. Its range of ballistic missiles is possibly the reason why the US has a lot to be concerned about when it weighs possible strikes on Iran. Let's just break this down for you further. As per US estimates, Iran has the largest stockpile of ballistic missiles in West Asia. Israel is traditionally in striking distance of these missiles. And the arsenal comprises multiple missiles which have a range of 2,000 kilometers. Sejal, for instance, is one of the most potent missiles as it can fly at over 17,000 kilometers per hour. Its new model being developed reportedly will have an expected range of 2,500 kilometers. Others can also fire munitions 2,000 kilometers away, as you can see. Now, Iran also has other long-range missiles. This includes Ahmad with a range of 1,700 kilometers, Hajj Qasem with a range of 1,400 kilometers. That's not all. It also possesses short-range missiles like Zulfagar. Zulfagar with a 700 kilometers range, also Shahab 1 with a 300 kilometers range. Another formidable weapon in Iran's arsenal is the Abu Mehdi long-range anti-ship cruise missile with a range exceeding 1,000 kilometers. It also poses a threat to U.S. naval forces as it is designed to evade ship defenses. Now, all of this assumes significance given the belligerent posturing of the two sides that we've been telling you about all throughout. A day earlier, a U.S. fighter jet, remember, shot down an Iranian drone in West Asian waters. The Pentagon said the drone was approaching an American aircraft carrier and was brought down in self-defense. Meanwhile, the IRGC has seized 2 oil tankers with foreign crews for allegedly smuggling 1 million liters of smuggled fuel, while it's still unclear as to what flags the tankers were carrying. But this marks heightened tension amid increasing U.S. naval presence there. With repeated threats of intervention by America and Iran's crackdown on the protests, it is apparent at this point that Trump has a lot more at stake in the current geopolitical climate. In fact, all eyes are now on whether the upcoming talks can actually lead to a breakthrough, or will things escalate further?
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.